You all heard the scramble alarm, so we have to make this quick. Recon flights from the Sparrowhawk Squadron report that KAS Tepuask has all but cleared his flight decks, and they will be here within the hour. Our recon patrols have already entered engagements with Kilrathi scouts. To protect the carrier, Colonel Walker is ordering a magnum launch, all available fighters up. Ships from the other fighter squadrons are fanning out from the Hermes to form a main defensive perimeter. Others are going to intercept these Kilrathi destroyers, which are fast approaching missile launch range. We Bloodhounds are pulling point defense. Our job is simple. We are to stand guard over the Hermes and her escorts. We will coordinate our defense with the other squadrons and escorts of the battle group. Anything that gets past our main defense force, we will take out. No questions asked. Let's get to it.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to Wing Commander Saga. Let's get this point defense mission going, and we'll see if we can protect the carrier, our new carrier.
You are cleared for launch. It's good to know our own personal guard dogs are on duty.
Sweeney, if we're dogs, can I lay on your lap when this is all over?
Head in the game, mister.
Yes, the banter back and forth. I like it. I like it a lot.
Sandman, are you receiving this laser link?
I hear you, sir.
I want you being the wing leader again. I saw you command during the raid. I want to see how you do it in the point defense situation.
Very well, very well.
Major Hitchy, those destroyers are almost in missile range. Blow them out of my sky.
Roger that, Colonel.
All units, the enemy strike force is broken into several groups and are re-vectoring to hit us from different directions.
Major Boss, the techs are preparing to bring the other half of your squadron up. They will be ready in a few minutes.
This is Great White Squadron covering Gamma Quadrant. We've got enemy fighters and bombers moving into our area. We're breaking formation to engage. Those Archer Squadron covering Delta Quadrant. We have sighted hostiles.
This is Mudshark Leader in the Beta Quadrant. We are engaging the enemy.
Burma Tiger Squadron, engaging enemy fighters in Alpha Quadrant. So, the battle to defend our carrier has begun.
Again, I might add.
Again?
Yeah, we pulled point defense duty last week. How's our Rear Admiral Callahan got mortally wounded, thanks to Grey Wolf.
Hey pal, it wasn't my fault.
I was kidding, Grey. Major Gonzalez really botched that last one. Paid for it with his life.
Can it, you guys? We wait till any Kilrathi get past the perimeter. Till then, keep your mouths shut.
The old, we gotta wait for, crap to hit the fan here. Just kinda sitting around.
More pocked on with frothy escorts have broken through our defense perimeter.
Alright, looks like we're not gonna have to sit around very long.
Tally-ho, Major. Bombers ahoy.
Go for the bombers first. Break and attack.
I will do said things. I will go after all these bombers.
Got that.
This is one of those. This is a obviously it's a scramble mission. It's a defense mission. These I don't mind quite as much as the random torpedo ones, or capship missile ones, I should say. At least these fighters are nice and slow, and I can line them up and try to shoot them.
There's the fighter on your six.
Oh! This ow. Not quite the way that's supposed to go. Now, that being said, you know, this is still an early mission, so I imagine going forward, these, if it's anything like the other Wing Commander games, these bombers will start appearing closer and closer. Oh. Well, I gotta do that again. Alright, we're back into the fray here.
First Kilrathi wave neutralized. Keep it up, Bloodhounds.
Got past that first wing this time around. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah, as time goes on and as the missions go on, I assume that they're just going to spawn them even closer and closer to the carrier, to the point where it does become a pain in the ass to play these missions. Because there's just no way to...
Stragglers.
Oh, there we go. 'Cause there is no way to stay on point.
Break and attack.
and keep these bombers away from firing their torpedoes. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it. So there were a couple things in the last episode that happened that I was not able to really comment on because of, you know, all the dialogue and whatnot. I don't like to talk over the dialogue because that's,
Sandman, you got a bogey under 6.
well, over the important dialogue, that is, because that's a you know, it's part of the experience, and I don't want to take away from the experience of playing the game or watching me play the game. But one of the first things that happened in the initial cutscene, are we going to get someone talking now? I have a feeling we are.
This is Great White Leader. My exec has been shot down. Repeat, my exec has been shot down. I think he managed to eject. Prepare to send out SAR.
What in blue blazes is going on over there, Jaws?
We took down a couple of fighters, but no bomber kills. Headed in your direction. Over.
Oh, terrific. What the hell good are you?
Bombers are starting their torpedo runs. Stop them.
I certainly intend to, Sweeney.
And light 'em up.
Got that.
Jeez, guys, you're supposed to attack the bombers first. You're pulling one of my things where I attack fighters instead. Oh, whatever. We will get these bombers. We'll get them out of the way. So one of the first things, as I was saying, in the initial cutscene, when Markham is coming aboard the Hermes, well, going past Fort Jackson, finding that destroyed, he's on the shuttle and he's listening to Barbara Miles having a TCN info burst. Now, the funny thing about that is, that was all stuff that was actually recorded for Wing Commander 3, but never actually used. Alright, we took care of these guys. Is there more talking going on?
Beta quadrant secure. Yarathi team neutralized.
Casualty report, Mudshark Leader.
3 down. No ejects. Warjag, Iceblade, and Foxtrot.
Jaws here. All Kilrathi in our region are gone. Gamma Quadrant secure.
Hermes, the Kilrathi are ripping us to pieces. We need assistance.
Burma Tigers, come in. Burma Tigers, respond. Spider Wing, can anyone report on the Burma Tigers' status? We can't see them from here due to the jamming.
This is Mudshark 3. 4 from the Burma's Tigers have been destroyed. The rest of the squadron's in trouble.
Lieutenant, what about the bombers?
They're still en route.
Oh, terrific. Well, there they
We're
are.
picking up bombers and escorts.
Yep, let's take care of these guys.
Break and light 'em up.
So,
Got that.
the Barbara Miles segment there, as I said, was actually stuff that was recorded for Wing Commander 3 and never made it into the game, and then resurfaced again on WC News as they went through the Wing Commander archives, whatnot, from Origin, the defunct Origin systems. The idea there, I believe, if I remember correctly, was that during some of the bar scenes in Wing Commander 3, you would be able to actually walk up to the display terminal in the bar and actually get one of those segments running. Just as like little side things, they just give a little more in-universe information. For instance, the one that we heard in the first cutscene was about Grenetians, the Grenetians,
That's all the bombers.
or Grenetans.
Itchy here. We've nailed both destroyers before they could launch missiles.
We're getting reports from the other squadrons. All surviving Kilrathi are breaking off engagement and retreating. Great job, team.
And the Hermes lives to see another day.
Whew, we did it.
Good work, Fighter Wing. I'm proud of you all.
Bloodhounds, you have clearance to land.
Mission complete.
All right, we will bring this puppy home. This nice, shiny, slightly used Hellcat 5. So they actually, you know, the fans that made this game have taken quite a few of those things that did not make Wing Commander 3, like for instance that segment there, And some of the things that did make Wing Commander 3, like a lot of the Kilrathi taunts and the death screams and all that stuff, and several of the sound effects and whatnot. So if you've played Wing Commander 3, a lot of this will sound quite familiar. So there you go. Got a little extra information there you might not have had before. Let's park this baby.
I think the deck under your feet is probably congratulations enough after a defense mission. But in addition, that was a job well done, people. We could have tightened it up in a few places, but overall, I'm very pleased. I know this isn't going to sit well with many of you who have fought hard for this piece of space, but Captain Moran has been ordered by HQ to take the battle group into Vega and abandon Brimstone for the time being. Ours is not the reason why. We're keeping all squadrons on alert. We have some travel ahead of us to the Vega jump point, and if I know the cats, they'll want to give us a noisy send-off. Dismissed.
Indeed they will. Let's see how I did here. 4 kills. It felt like more than that for some reason. Oh well.
Greetings, Sandman. I am Lieutenant Colonel Clear, XO of the Hermes Fighter Wing, and Squadron Leader of the William Tells. Time is of the essence here, and I will make this fast. You have temporarily been assigned to us because we need a replacement pilot to fill in for one of our own in sickbay. Major Bars recommended you in light of your performance against the pirate frigate from your last assignment. Please, take a seat, and we'll begin the briefing. This morning, the other squadrons were able to beat back the Kilrathi attack on the Hermes. This strike bought enough time for half a dozen cruisers and destroyers to block the Vega jump point, which we are fast approaching. Intel believes this blockade is made up of the remainder of the Gap-Thrak battle group we fought in Chengdu. Meanwhile, the newly arrived Tupast battle group is trailing us and is starting to regroup. We have no choice but to run the blockade into Vega. Colonel Walker is deploying the William Tells to try and soften up the escorts as much as possible before the Hermes battle group arrives. If the outright destruction of a cap ship seems unlikely, go for a firepower kill. Target the cap ship's turrets if needed. Even better, try to take out the weapons control system. Their accuracy will drop drastically. Because our longbows are the only jump-capable fighting spacecraft on the Hermes, we will have no fighter escort. We will stay in the system until the Hermes and her battle group jumps out. Only then we will retreat out of Brimstone. If we encounter hostile fighters, we're on our own. Major Ramius will be commanding Alpha Wing with Sandman and Snipes on his wing. I will command Bravo with Summoner and Pepsi. Good luck and good hunting.
Alright, let's do this thing. Really love that guy's voice. Such a cool customer.
William Tells, you are clear for launch. I'll keep the comm line open so you'll always be up to date. Good luck.
Thank you, Sweeney. Let's get this show on the road. You can see the jump point from here.
Sweeney, what's the status of the Tupast battle group?
We temporarily lost sensor contact due to ECM, but they were in hot pursuit. We're not going to have a lot of wiggle room on our timing.
Thank you, Miss Sweeney. All bombers, bomb on me and set autopilot for jump point.
Proceed to next waypoint.
Alright, let's do this. Get this entire battle group to the jump point so we can get out and get back to Vega, to whatever assignment Confed has for us. This is one of the largest battle groups that Confed has left remaining, one of the more powerful ones. Okay, we got a whole picket line here of Kilrathi. And I'm kind of waiting to see if somebody says something. I imagine they will at some point.
This is the captain, beginning last-minute preparation to commence blockade run. Maintain fleet formation. Destroyers, form the vanguard. Cruisers, take flanking positions. Navigation, begin plot for jump sequence. Miss Sweeney, readiness report if you please.
Captain, all batteries trained and charged for battle. Escorts report all batteries and missiles locked and loaded. We're waiting on your order to commence.
William Tell Squadron, good luck and Godspeed. See you on the other side of the jump point. Same goes for you, Skipper. Very well then. All ships, flank speed.
Countdown beginning. 8 minutes to jump sequence.
Okay, we got to hold these guys off for 8 minutes while our entire battle group tries to run this blockade. This is going to be interesting. Now I'm in a longbow bomber, which we did actually dig into once, as they mentioned while we were going after that pirate cap ship. Plenty of torpedoes on this guy, you would think. Most torpedoes of any of the fighters. But you tend to go through them very quickly, so it's not quite as...
We're going in. Break and attack.
Not quite...
In a fire zone like this, we're going to be taking fire from all directions. I strongly recommend you consider transferring power to your shields. You're going to need it.
Power to your shields. Who needs that? You just... These guys here, I don't want to use... These corvettes, I don't want to use torpedoes on unless I really have to. Because they can be taken down just with your guns. So it doesn't seem like there's any real reason to use torpedoes. But we'll see. Oh, I'm just... Wow, somebody's got their bead on me. Holy crap, man. My rear turret's out, which I don't think my rear turret actually works in this game. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Oh yeah. Oh, this is not good at all. Hull integrity is pretty damn bad right now. Perhaps I should have transferred power to my shields, as he said. Oh, this is yeah.
We got a friendly down.
Yeah, that was pretty much a given. Well, try it again. Alright, we're back into the action. Have I mentioned how much it's a pain in the neck when all the story is told from a perspective of the in-game here? So basically I had to wait for all the dialogue to happen again and all that stuff, but I guess this mission's not quite as bad as some of the other ones.
Closing in on your six. Take evasive action.
Yeah, I got it. Although I'm not really... this guy... Somebody's got a real bead on me here, man. This is not good. I'm gonna have to find another target here, because that's... I'm in the crossfire of several different ships over there, I'd say. Yeah, oh yeah, this is not pleasant. I'm still in the crossfire there. There's got to be something around here that I can pick off rather easily.
I'm not picking up an ejection beacon. All pilots continue engaging the Kilrathi.
Well, we just lost Colonel Clear, it sounds like. That guy had a great voice too. That's a real loss to me. He was a cool cat.
Range of their weapons.
They're in range of ours. All batteries open fire. Cruisers open up a path.
Alright, everybody's in weapons range now. I gotta do something. It looks like I'm just gonna have to use my torpedoes, whether I really want to use them or not on these guys. Just to clear some kind of path here, or else these escorts and the Hermes are not gonna have a very pleasant trip here. It sounds like somebody did something anyway. Yeah, take a torpedo, kitty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get some kills here. So while we try to pick
4
off...
minutes to jump sequence.
4 minutes? Okay. While we try to pick off a few of these kitties that we can here. Some more background information here. Again, in
Our
the...
destroyers are about to hit the jump point.
Okay, thank you, sweetie. In the previous... Oh, this is going to be a nice explosion. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had to enjoy that explosion. I have to enjoy something here. While I have these torpedoes around. In the previous episode, we saw, when we first came onto the Hermes, there was a saying in Latin on their, sort of their battle cry, or I don't know what you call it. It's like a patch thing, on the Hermes patch. And it says something to the effect of Ultima Ratio Regum. And of course I've probably butchered the pronunciation of that. But that roughly translates to the last argument of kings.
Captain, the Vanning Court is down.
No time to mourn. Press on, Commander.
No, we've lost the Vanning Court, one of our escorts. Oh well. I suspected that was
All over me, requesting assistance.
a scripted death, though. So last argument of kings, that's it's in reference to the act of declaring war. Basically, very last argument two kings have is leads to conflict. It's also the motto of the 1st Battalion, 11th Marines, U.S. Marines, from what I understand from Wikipedia. So don't quote me on that. But there you go. That's a little extra something. Let's see if we can take out this kitty here the hard way.
Captain, we're commencing final jump point approach.
Cruisers, stay in formation. We go through the jump point together. Miss Sweeney, sound jump station's alarm.
Alright, come on, Hermes. It's about time you got out of here. I'm just going to sit here and take this guy out. Ooh, look at that. I like how the jump point illuminated the carrier here.
The Hermes has successfully jumped out.
Ah, finally. Damn it, man. I can just sit there right in their blind spot and just keep on plucking away at them until I get that done. But that guy, I was not going to leave here until that guy was done for. And looks like our escorts, the Estonia and the Olympia, are almost, the Olympia is almost to the jump point. And there she goes. Excellent. Alright, that is everybody except for we just lost one escort. That was it.
I've got bogies all...
It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Heads up, I've got some new sensor contact. It looks like we've got several dozen Kilrathi fighters converging on our position.
Fighters from the Tobolsk battle group. All longbows, jump out now.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice, man. Let's just get the hell out of this place. My whole integrity is not good. 22% is that? I can't really read it that much. Let's just get out of this system without any more damage. That would be nice. Alright, we should be jumping to the Vega sector. Or Vega system, I should say. We're in the Vega sector. Whew. Feels good to be out of that battle there. Let's see what we have waiting for us. Hopefully, it's just our carrier waiting for us and not any enemies. Because I'm not in a very good position here. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Nice carrier deck.
Welcome to the Vega system, William Tells. I'm sorry about Colonel Clier and your squad mates. You are cleared to land.
Mission complete.
Thank you, Sweeney. It's good to be back after that mission. That was quite the thing right there. And it's probably not intended that you'd be able to sit there and whoops. Hang on. Some problems. It's okay. It's okay. Just a little drunk. Don't mind me. Probably wasn't intended that I'd be able to just stand right in a blind spot there and...
Dells, I'm sure Colonel Clear would be as proud of you as I am today. At the very least, we got out alive and took down a few capital ships doing so too, I might add. We did lose a destroyer, along with Colonel Clear and Lieutenants Pletcher and Baronet. But considering what was at stake, it could have been worse. Much worse. The Kilrathi haven't followed us through the jump point yet. I have been asked to take over the William Tells as acting CO. I would like to thank you personally, Sandman, for helping us out. Although Major Boss wants you back in his unit ASAP, I'd be happy to have you in my squadron again anytime. Funeral arrangements for all lost today will be announced shortly. William Tells, dismissed.
You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. And yeah, no recommendations. So yeah, that was a scripted death then at carrier or escort.
We have received some disturbing news.
Science crew aboard the La Belle Dame Saint-Merci station was in the middle of observing what appeared to be the formation of a new jump point. The information they were gathering could have led to numerous scientific and technological breakthroughs. Their observations were cut short when they were attacked by the Kilrathi, who had apparently been using a nearby nebula to hide their presence. The Kilrathi captured the station, killing much of the crew in the process, and then torturing the rest to death. The Kilrathi then abandoned the station and destroyed it. This was a senseless act of violence against a civilian target with no military value whatsoever. This is the 18th such occurrence in the last 2 years. Remember that this is the enemy we face, pilots. We have successfully jumped into the Vega system, which holds particular importance to the war effort. 7th Fleet Command has ordered us to defend the system, which has come under several attacks by small Kilrathi forces in the past few weeks. As you all know, the Vega system is the capital of the Vega sector and is the biggest industrial, business, and trading hub we have in the sector. Its loss or disruption would deliver a crippling blow to the economy of the whole sector. We must do all that we can to prevent it from being overrun. It seems likely from the Kilrathi's recent maneuvers in Brimstone, reports of suspected Kilrathi jump activity in Trimble, and the probing attacks into Vega, that the Cats are on the move and may be planning some major operations in the near future. While each of these could represent separate Kilrathi initiatives, we have to consider the possibility that this buildup might mean something bigger will happen in one of these systems soon. However, we have very limited intel about current Kilrathi operations in this sector. One thing is clear. Confed is in a vulnerable position here in Vega since we have evidence of Kilrathi presence in 3 adjacent systems: Brimstone, Alcor, and Trimble. Moran out.
Alright everyone, settle down. We're here in the Vega system to help out the local defense forces at Fort Crockett, the naval base in this system. The in-system security pilots have been putting up a brave stand against Kilrathi raiders for the better part of the week, but they are still unable to pinpoint the exact location of their origin. Sandman and Grey Wolf will be Alpha Wing. You will launch and rendezvous with a pair of ISS Sabres at Nav 1. You will complete a standard 3-point patrol of this area, eliminating any contacts you may find. When you are finished, return to the Hermes. Cat Killer and Zorro will be Bravo.
And we help out the in-system services next time.